Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur podcast, discussing all things Manchester United, all things Tottenham Hotspur as well. Spurs being the main talking point. Well, will be the main talking point of the show, and they've got the biggest or one of the biggest news stories in the last 24 hours. Also, Morgan Gibbs-White will not be joining Spurs. He will not be joining Spurs. He will be staying at Nottingham Forest. He signed a new deal, even though a few weeks ago we got the here we go. Spurs had paid the release clause and had also agreed terms with Morgan Gibbs-White. So we will just be discussing all of that because I've never seen anything like that happen before. On top of that, in regards to Manchester United, obviously played a couple days ago against West Ham in a preseason friendly. But is there a spot for Kobbie Mainoo in this Manchester United 11? I know Amorim spoke about him and praised him. I didn't watch the game, but I heard he played very, very well in the game as well. So is there a spot for him in midfield? Is it in one of the 10 roles? Is it as a 9? So we will be discussing all of that. So like I said, please keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Spurs related. And make sure you run up the likes, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after. Hit that like button on the video. So important you lot do that. Hit that like button when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax. So run up the likes. Make sure you share it out across all of the socials as well, people. At Yes It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram, at Sarcasm City TV as well on Twitter and Instagram. You see it right there. At Yes It's Flawless. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV. So retweet and like on Twitter, share from the Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. So over 130 of you lot in there. Let's run up these likes because they're way too low. Let's just get up to 40 likes, people. Let's get up to 40 likes. That's all I need you lot to do. Let's get up to 40 likes. Big up to Reluctant Gamer. I see. He says big up. Shout out to Gav as well. He's from Gav Goes In channel. Big up to Tanir every single time. Shouts to the lovely pals, love pals every single time. Big up UK as well. Big up to you. Warrior J, who's been kind enough to drop the information in the chat. The Spurs lot will be here shortly as well. So I stick to Manchester United for the time being, people. 1 second. So let's see what's going on. This is Amorim. Let's see what Amorim's actually said. Ruben Amorim. Rasmus did well. Cunha can help us a lot because he can run with the ball. We missed that last year. He goes on to say, and Bremo will not play against Bournemouth, but will be fit to face Everton in the last game of the tour. Tanir says, run with the ball is the most basic trait a footballer has. What is he talking about? I thought he was fine with the squad. Here's what he's saying with that, Tanir. Even though it's a basic trait, we don't have it. When you look in the Manchester United team, take Cunha and Bremo out of it. Who are the players that can run with the ball? Like you've got Ahmad. That's it. You don't really have great dribblers like that of the football. Mainoo does it, but he kind of glides past players, but he doesn't do it in a winger-esque fashion. Like he doesn't do it like Cunha or like a Ahmad or like an Bremo. He's more like how a central midfielder does it, like more how Morgan Rogers does it, how Dembele, when he was at Spurs, that did it. He's more a carrier of it, like Vitina does it, like can carry the ball and go past the player. Kovacic, those types. So when it comes to actually players carrying the ball, that's why. So when you say, yeah, it's a basic trait, yes, it is, but we lacked everything last season tonight. That's where the issue lies. And I thought he was fine with the squad. He ain't fine with the squad. The manager's, he's dusted, man. Been saying this. This manager's dusted. He wants out. Like, put him out of his misery. He's clearly out of his depth. And that's why I'm talking about Rasmus did well and all this nonsense. But let me bring on to the channel, man, like M. De Niro is in the building. My G, what are you saying?
Come on, bro. Here, man. Literally, bro.
You're done, bro. Yeah. You know I'm saying everything good first and foremost, yeah, before we get to the footballing talk.
Yeah, it was good until the footballing talk.
All right, so let's go there because this took me by surprise. So here it is. Morgan Gibbs-White has signed a new deal at Nottingham Forest until June 2028. Deal off with Tottenham after all agreed medical booked, and Nottingham Forest furious with legal action prepared right after Spurs approach. Morgan Gibbs-White accepts to stay at Forest this summer. So as it says here, the statement, all agreed. Personal terms were agreed. Medical booked. You lot had triggered the release clause as well. So yeah, thoughts that he's now staying there, and I know he did an interview with the owner of Forest as well. But yeah, your thoughts on this? Because crazy to me. I've never seen anything like it.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is why I say that what's it called? I don't get gas too early, bro. Because bro, you with Spurs, bro. It's only Spurs that will do something like this, bro. You get me? Trigger a release clause. A release clause should literally mean, bro, like you're coming, bro. If you've
Mhm.
accepted the personal terms, then you should be coming. And obviously, Nottingham Forest have done us on that. I think maybe what could have the extra stuff behind closed doors that could have happened would probably be that they wanted more money, and obviously, our chairman and how his pockets are, bro. So
Mhm.
if they're asking for anything extra than that, probably wasn't trying to do that either. Because there was even a point where they were saying that they're waiting for Man City to come in and see if they would do something or something like
Mhm.
that. It was rumors, anyways. You never know. If you're not there, then you don't know that. But yeah, bro, like it's mad, and this is why I say that we needed to be moving. I think we should have been moving a bit like Chelsea and a bit like all these other teams where, bro, when you're making a signing, bro, like you don't just dwell on the signing, bro. You keep moving, keep doing what you need to do so that then it doesn't seem like you've just wasted all this time for no reason, bro. Since that situation has happened, I haven't seen anything else. There's been no movement about us signing any other player, bro. So dwelling on him, yes, he's a good player and that, but bro, there's like I said last week, bro, there's plenty of people in the market that you can go for. Once again, I say it again, bro. There's a Eze that was there, bro. You understand? So you pick two, you have two options you go for. Look at Liverpool, bro. Liverpool said, you know what? What Isaac wants to move long, we'll go get Ekatike, bro. You
Mhm.
understand? And now they're still gonna go and get Isaac anyways,
Right,
if
yeah.
anything. You get what I'm saying? And if they don't
Mhm.
get Isaac, then maybe they get a Rodrigo, but you don't know. But the way they're moving is that they keep moving. They don't just sit and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna dwell on this player for the whole window." They said, bro, like I said, they said, all right, cool, Isaac, you're not coming. Let's go take their target. We grab their target and we move, bro. This is the thing. So yeah, bro, it's peak because now man, I've dwelled on this for the whole time. Certain players have got grabbed. Certain players have now focused their mind on wanting to go to certain clubs. I
Mhm.
saw a little rumor out of Eze's camp talking about he's told his it may not be true, the source might be a bit wet, but talking about he said that he's definitely going to Arsenal this summer or something. So
Mhm.
oh, and obviously
Reports are saying it favours a move because I believe he's an Arsenal fan.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been told. That's what I've heard, I
So
should say.
yeah, so it's yeah, bro. Like I don't know if we're not quick enough, then
Mhm.
well, that's where he's going. But I know he's a player that, bro, if the option is there to come to a Tottenham or Arsenal, say if we were to go there now and just grab him, bro, he'll come. But if it starts becoming a tug of war thing, bro, in my opinion, bro, you pick Arsenal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But you never know unless you try, really, bro. That's the thing, fam. You never know unless you try. But yeah, it's a bit peak, bro, because what United fans were complaining about, we've
Mhm.
basically done
Mhm.
just wasted time on one player, but we didn't even get him in the first place. Like at
Yeah, yeah,
least
yeah.
if
Good.
you lot got your player, we didn't even get our
Mhm.
player. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And it would have been the window started off like, yeah, we're moving, we're about to do now. In my
Mhm.
opinion, watch, yeah, we'll start going to buy these well, not mediocre players, but players with potential, as they call it, bro. You get me? Because
Less proven.
yeah, do you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like is gonna happen again. And that's literally what I said at the start of sorry, and a few weeks ago I was saying, bro, the main thing is to start buying statement players. Man done one statement player so far, bro. And that statement player is not enough, bro. You have to add on top of what if we go into the season again with this team, bro, we're not finishing. Bro, I'm telling you now, bro, we'll finish like eighth, ninth. I
Mhm.
guarantee it. Whereas it with that Morgan Gibbs-White signing and Kudus, and then obviously getting some extra players that I would have said, all right, cool, maybe now you can do a little bit of potential. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, it would have been all right, but bro, right now it's not looking good, bro. I'll be real, in my opinion, still.
Jeez. No, I get that. And like I said, I've never seen anything like this happen before, where a player gets signed and a player's been signed, well, not signed, his release clause been triggered, he's agreed personal terms and a medical box, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
I have never seen it. I've never seen a delay with all those things, at least with ours, like you mentioned in Bremo, like we knew what the delay was the transfer fee with Brentford. That's
yeah.
where the issue lies. Personal terms was agreed, and then obviously it ended up happening and the player signed.
Mm.
So with Gibbs-White, I'm just like, yeah, that's why I was so confident because I literally was speaking to Jacob the day before I was on his channel. This news broke, so a couple of days ago. was it yesterday, whenever it was, and he was like, "Yeah, I wasn't." He was like, "You weren't confident." I was like, "What? This makes
Mm-hmm.
no type of sense." And yeah, Warrior J back again. We'll be on tomorrow. So what do you? I know you just mentioned it there in regards to seeing the club go and sign others. Is there anyone else out there in the Premier League aside from Eze that you're like, all right, go and get now?
But do you know what it is? In my opinion, innit, like with this the Premier, the realistic left wing players, and obviously cam players that we can get.
Mhm.
I don't know. Apart, because in that position in the 10, obviously, I'll be looking outside of here, anyways. That's what I would
Mm.
try to do, innit? I'll
Outside the
look
Prem.
outside the Prem, because I'm thinking to myself, okay, what 10 realistically in this league, apart from the top six teams, makes sense to me. But
Mm.
obviously, when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the different tens that are in the league apart from here. And I don't know, I'll be honest, bro, not really a lot of them make sense to me. They're not statement signings to me, bro.
Okay.
Because, like I say, in it, if I'm thinking off of like I'm even trying to think off of the top of my head the rest of the tens that are in the league, and I can't even think of any that appeal to me, which says a lot, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It says a lot to me, bro. Whereas obviously outside of the league, there's probably somewhere that we can go and grab. But like I say, until certain thing, because I see with me, bro, I don't like to hurt my brain to think for these man, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. You.
I'm a
Yeah. Yeah.
fan,
Yeah.
bro. It's not man's job to think. I just need to see a link and be like, ah, cool, this link,
That
I
makes
like this
sense.
link. Go and do that. Bro, like you lot, for example, a player that I would have said, like when I was watching you lot the other day, I
Mm.
watched you lot's game, um well, you'd like the highlights of the game, and
Yeah.
obviously I was looking at like how Cunha was playing and how he drifts inside and then he'll come out and then
Mhm.
he'll come outside and stuff like that. But like players like that,
Yeah.
bro, it's hard to find that somebody in the
True.
teams that are below. Like obviously I've seen players like they don't really play 10, but they're possible, they can fit there. I've seen
Mhm.
players like Cliver and that, but to me, bro, I rate Cleaver or Cliver, however you say his
Yeah.
name, for
You got.
Bournemouth, but like that's not a statement signing, bro.
You
It's
got
a
you.
calm signing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just a
Mhm.
calm signing. You can't guarantee what man's gonna bring for man. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't
I get.
guarantee it. So, like I say, it's about the statement signing. Gibbs-White is a statement signing because you playing for Nottingham Forest, bro, and obviously holding them up and doing well is a key part
Mm.
to their system. If he went, then obviously I'll be thinking, yeah, it might be a bit dark for them. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. I don't
All
know.
right.
I don't. Yeah,
Go on.
I don't
That
even say.
would you take? Yeah, because Rudy mentioned here. What about would you take Grealish?
Yeah, I'll take Grealish, but we're not gonna get Grealish. So
Mm.
yeah, bro.
So Grealish
Like,
should be one of them that's a statement signing,
yeah,
even if you got him alone type of thing. Because it
yeah,
seems
yeah.
like, as we don't know, because Thomas Frank's new there, and we've seen him play different formations at Brentford. Be interesting
Yeah.
to see what he does at Spurs. Does he go with the back four, where you would
Mm,
have Kudus, let's say Kudus is right wing, and then Kulusevski as a 10, or does he go with the back three, which then would enable him to play both Kulusevski and Kudus as 10s with
mm.
Solanke up top in that? So you got
Yeah.
good options. So it is interesting to see where he would indeed add. Where else would you like to see? I know you've mentioned this before. Obviously, some people may not have heard you mention this. Outside of like a left winger slash another 10, where else in the team would you like to see Spurs strength? Where's
6,
most urgent? Six. Okay.
and then another left back,
Mm,
6 and another left back. Still, the centre backs. You see what I believe, yeah. Obviously, I do believe in building from the back to the front.
mm,
That's my thing. That's what I normally believe in. But because we're in a place now where we won a trophy, we can say, all right, cool. Maybe the back line is bad, but it's not as bad. We can still, you know what I'm saying, push on with the back line that we have. Do you get what I'm saying? Because obviously we've got Romero, sorry, not backline, the centre backs that we have, sorry, because we've got Romero already, we've got Van der Ven. Obviously, if Romero leaves, people are saying his future, we're not too sure. But say if he stays, obviously Van der Ven will stay, yeah. And then obviously we've got this new centre back that we bought that looks alright. And then obviously
mm.
we even, I don't know if we're keeping, obviously I think he's gonna stay for this year. I don't think they'll loan him out anyways. But the is it Lucas Voskovich, whatever his name, Voskovich or whatever his name
Yeah.
is, yeah, him. And then obviously we've got what's his name? Danso, and then we have that flipping dragon guy, whatever his
Oh,
name is.
Dragoson.
Yeah, dragon
I said
guy.
dragon guy, you know.
So we've got that dragon guy in it. So it's enough centre backs that I think should be all right, especially with
Mm,
Frank, as I feel like he's a better manager defensively than Ange. So I think those centre backs should be all right. We can work with it. You know what I'm saying? But the left back situation, because right back, I don't really think is too big of a deal. Because obviously, even
mm,
though Poro isn't the greatest defensively, he still does something for me, innit? Do you know, I might get
mm.
me an odd goal or two or odd
True.
assist or two. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he's a bad defender, but he's not so he's like he's not that they're the same player, but when it comes to defending and attacking, he's like Trent, bro. Like defending wise, he's not the greatest, innit? But
Mm.
obviously you're good enough for me to be able to get through a season with you, innit?
Yeah, 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 I
You know
get
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying.
Like that's how I see him as. And then obviously as his backup, we've got Jed Spence, and I rate Jed Spence, innit? So,
Mm.
but I'm not trying to have Jed Spence as a rotation for left back and right back. I
We
just
went
need them.
just for the one.
Yeah, just for the one, bro. You understand? Because in left back, bro, a right-footed left back, bro, is not the greatest thing to me. I don't really rate it.
Mm.
Unless you're really good with your left foot, like you're
Yeah,
very good. And he's decent. He's decent in left back, but bro, like what it does is that it kind of slows down play a lot because obviously when you're receiving it, you're kind of receiving it. You're facing our goal in it. Like a lot of the
yeah,
times when Jed Spencer's playing left back, he's receiving it with him facing towards our goal rather than obviously that advanced foot when you'd be able to open out and just drive forward. Do you get what I'm saying a lot? Because
nice.
obviously the winger knows that when you're receiving the ball, he just needs to be touch tight and it's gonna send you backwards in it
Yes.
rather than sending you forward. So yeah, man, like yeah, another left back for me, and then a six, and then a left winger. Those are the three things that I'm looking for still. But if I can get two, sorry, a left back, a winger, and a 10. So yeah, if I can get, oh, bro, that's even four. You know what? I would even say, you know what? I would even say a winger. I'll even
Mm.
say, I'll say, bring me. Uh, now I have to think about this, bro.
Now have a think
One
about
thing,
it, fam. This is what we're here
yeah.
to do, have these conversations, you feel me?
I would say, you know what? Yeah, if I have to choose, because I know I'm not gonna get all.
Mm.
Bennett, bring me a left winger because obviously with the 10, as bad as Madison is, obviously when we speak about the formation that Frank plays, obviously there's a lot of things you can do in there. You
Yes.
understand? Like you said, obviously you could do a Kulu and a Kudus, you get me?
Ooh,
They,
Kulu and Kudus as two tens
yeah,
is
yeah,
fire. I'm not
that's
gonna lie.
that's that's
That's fire.
good still. You know what
That's
I'm
fire.
saying? Even if it's a Madison for just the
No, you
rotation,
feel
it's
me?
good. At the end of the
Facts.
day, he is been a stinky player, but bro, when he plays in it, he plays. So
That's a
um
Kudus. That's a rotational piece. You could
yeah,
do
yeah,
much
you
worse
get
than
me.
Madison as a backup ten.
Literally, bro. But as long
100%.
as it stops guys like Brennan Johnson from having to be on the field, bro, then there's not really a problem there still, bro. There's not really a problem.
I
So
still can't believe you against the Brennan Johnson wingback thing, you know. You know what I'm saying?
bro, what do you mean I still can't? You're starting again, bro. Man, see, this is what happens, yeah. Nah, this is what happens, bro. We be having a grown man's conversation and man wants to start this nonsense, bro. You get me? I'm even trying to do the let me speak with a normal head today, pause. You get me, bro? And then man comes with this, I can't believe, bro, I can't believe that you don't rate Bruno Fernandez. How about that, bro?
This guy is
How about nah,
crazy.
how about that, bro? I can't believe you don't rate Bruno
I'm just,
Fernandez.
I'm just saying, yo, like, right, you obviously you don't want him in the team. I get that, and I'm not saying he should be first choice, like at wing back. But like you mentioned there about Jed Spence, if you don't, Jed Spence is on the left, Adogi on the left, like Brennan Johnson
No,
as a
bro.
backup.
No.
Your person.
Nah, bro. Not nah, bro. Brennan Johnson, bro. Bench. That's what man's on, bro. Bench. That should be
Yeah,
there. Should
bench. I hear
for,
you. I'm
for
with you,
him.
squad.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro. For
rotational
him,
piece. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
bro. He needs to be bench as in, bro. Like if another player gets injured, bro, he needs to be like the third choice, bro. You know the ones there, bro. Man would rather have Mikey Moore and them man even on the field than my man. I don't give a toss if my man scored the majority of goals for man last season. I
Mm,
couldn't care less. But I don't give a toss that they're
but it's crazy.
claiming that he scored in the final. I
He
couldn't
got
give a toss
punked.
because he didn't. He didn't score nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ricochet off of Luke Shaw. Man gives that goal to Luke Shaw. Any Spurs fan that scream, oh, yeah, you did that, man. You man are just doing the mad thing, bro. Me, I speak facts, bro. That guy did not score that goal, so I'm not counting it.
Yeah.
So they can say, yeah, he scored that goal in history. That's all good and that. To me, he didn't
He
score that.
did. He got the
Nah, bro.
goal. He
He
got
didn't.
he got
Luke
given the
Shaw.
goal. He
Luke
got
Shaw gave me that goal, bro. Luke Shaw was the one that gave me that goal. Spurs won a game based on Luke Shaw and Bruno Fernandes, and I thank them, man, till this day, bro. You understand? Bro,
yo.
man said that Brennan Johnson, bro. That guy didn't do nothing, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yo, shout out to Pels. He says, I
Big
don't know
up
anybody
pros.
makes flawless
Big
laugh
up
more than
pros.
them today, bro. This guy hilarious. That's why, yo, man is just not having it, yo. He's just not with it
Nah, man.
with the Brennan Johnson thing. I was saying that we've seen the thing is with like it got mentioned, Thomas Frank did try and sign him as well. So Thomas Frank is gonna try and utilize him. I don't think wing back, he's not a winger, like no. With him at wing back, I don't think is the worst thing in the world.
You'll see.
Potter's obviously better, but it is. I don't think it is. You think it's
You'll
the
see.
worst thing in the world?
You'll see. You'll see. You'll
Because I
see.
think
Trust.
he uses him. 'Cause I don't think he uses him as a 10. Obviously, and he's not going to play ahead of Kudus. So you're going to get your wish. He's going to be a squad player.
Yeah.
Because if even whether it's a flat four, whether it's right winger, left winger 10, or it's 2 10s with the back three, he's not playing ahead of Kudus. And then I don't think he plays in the 10 ahead of Kulusevski, ahead of a Madison, ahead of a Kudus, etc. So it will be a wingback thing. It's either a
So
backup
let
wingback
me
thing or backup winger. Go on.
let me ask you a question then, yeah. I'm
Go
gonna
on, go
ask
on,
you
go on.
because this
Go on.
even relates back, and I actually believe that this guy is a way better player than him, anyways.
Go on.
Yeah, but I remember when he was at your club, you man were all diving. You wanted to shoot something. Yeah.
Go on, who?
So if Elanga, if you had
Yeah.
Thomas Frank, so you wouldn't mind him have playing Elanga in right wing back.
No, not with Alanga's engine. Nah, not
So
first choice. But
so
Alanga as a wing back. Yeah, Alanga as a wing back because
as a wing, so
as a
you
wing
wouldn't
back.
have
Yeah,
minded.
no, but he got Alanga was sold before Amarim got there.
No, no, but
Amarim had sold him.
I'm saying hypothetically.
If he's still here,
If he was
yeah,
still there, you wouldn't have minded it.
I prefer him right now. I take him over Delo right now.
What, Elanga, yeah?
Yeah, right now at wing back.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're a
if
better
Alanga.
man. You're a better man
Why
than
am
me.
I better than
Nah, you're a
Vino? Oh,
better man than me, still.
this guy.
You're a better man than me, still.
You
You're a
got
better man.
you know what it is, Am De Niro. At wing back, all you gotta have is if the system is right, is have an engine and be technically decent.
Bro, the guy
Again,
doesn't
we're
have
talking a
no.
backup.
He don't have
You
an
know that,
engine. Bro, have you,
nah,
bro? Nah, bro. Trust me. I'm showing you, bro. This guy. Have you seen the way this guy presses, bro? Do you remember when Harry Kane was at Tottenham? Yeah, you know
yeah,
Harry Kane. Yeah, he never used to press. You know, like I don't know if people clock that. Like when
yeah,
Kane was at Tottenham, one of the biggest reasons why Tottenham couldn't really do that
mhm.
forward press thing was because he never really used to press
Yeah,
like.
that's
Yeah,
mm,
that's what the way Harry Kane moves is what how Brennan Johnson moves in the press, bro. But the
that's
thing is,
crazy.
Harry Kane, the difference between Harry Kane and Brennan is one is
Mm.
allowed to do that because you're a good player, you're a
Harry
top
Kane
player,
is gonna do
and
certain
one is
things.
yeah, bro, and one is dead. One doesn't do nothing apart from run the ball off of the pitch. Bro, this guy has no attributes. Bro, the guy gets shook when a defender starts running towards him. You know when like you're running, yeah, and then you can hear
Yeah,
the
go on.
steps of somebody behind you.
Yeah,
This guy is the type of guy that will trip up, bro.
mm.
He's ending up in A&E, bro. I'm showing you, bro.
Damn.
Because when he's getting chased, he hears the footsteps and then all of a sudden starts panicking. I've never seen a player that, bro, you're a winger, but you're getting shook when you have to now keep running against it. And the thing is, it's not like he's slow, bro. So you're not even
Yeah, he can
slow. So
shift.
yeah,
He can
bro. So
shift.
why all he has to do is adapt his game a little bit, yeah, and just be a bit more comfortable on the ball. But how can I tell you to adapt your game and be comfortable on the ball as a professional footballer, bro? What are we doing here, bro? Like, it
I
doesn't make
respect.
sense to me, bro. I shouldn't
Yeah,
even that shouldn't even be like a thing to be telling somebody. But we're watching 15-year-olds, bro, for
mm,
Arsenal and that, being able to carry a ball, but you can't carry a ball. What are we talking about, bro? Like this is the thing. This is why I say like even like Mikey Moore. I remember when he came when Ange played him in one of our Premier League games. I can't remember who it was against. I
mm,
think it might have been Palace or something like that. I can't remember. But when he came on, even though it was a tough game for him, he's trying to carry the ball, bro. He's
mm.
trying to do something. This guy, all I'll give him is that he's always in the right place at the right time. That's all
Yeah.
I can give him, bro. Being in the right place at the right time, but being in the right place at the right time does not make you a good player enough for me, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? There's better
Oh,
players,
so,
but he was there last season, so man have to use you because there was no one else that that was around really like that we could use. Because the rest of the right wingers, obviously, we've brought them in, but we didn't bring them in to be starters. Odebear, we didn't bring Odebear into the team to be a starter. Obviously,
he's supposed to be a squad player as well.
yeah, you get what I'm saying. A lot of them are meant to be squad players, but obviously, like I say, in what I would actually say is I would go with the 10. I would go with the 10. So the three I would go is I'll go 10, 6, and left back.
Got
Because
you.
obviously the reason why I say that is because obviously we bought Toe. I just remember that we bought Toe. So obviously Toe can fit that left winger side. Could even use a Odegaard there if needs be. You know, the rotation of wingers there. But yeah, but I'll probably go because obviously, like I say, depending on the formation that the formation that seems like he's gonna play is the ones that you're talking, the 2 10s. So if he's doing all of that, then obviously we don't need to worry too tough about having needing a left winger like that, if that makes
True.
sense. We'd rather
Because I
have
think he
another.
might switch it. It depends. Maybe
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does
yeah.
stick. Maybe he's a little bit more. Maybe he's the same as he was as Brentford, and he's more fluid with the formation change. Or maybe he
Mhm.
sticks a little bit more because it is Spurs and he has more at his disposal.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be interesting to see what he does indeed do and where Gibbs-White was going to fit. Because I've seen
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, maybe he was bought in to play deeper. Maybe he was going to play him as one of the 10s." But then you
Yeah.
do have Kulusevski and you do have Kudus as well. I think
Yeah.
you'll go back into the market. It's just a question of for who. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And you do have the
And
wing backs.
And bro, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, there's in the chat. I'm even looking at the chat now. Yeah,
Well,
there's some things that have been mentioned, bro. That I'm like, there's some names, sorry, not things. Some names that have been mentioned in there. That I wouldn't even be surprised, bro, if I just hear Spurs are looking into this Garnacho,
oh,
whatever,
Ganacho. I
bro.
don't even linked
I
to him previously.
wouldn't even be shocked if they do that, bro. Man's not watching Spurs for the rest of next season, bro. I'm showing you this now, bro. Big man thing, bro. There'll be no point in having a Tottenham show, bro. I'm telling you now, bro. Man will not watch Spurs for the whole of next season, bro. I'll be fuming, fam. Bro,
Nah, you lot won't sign him, man. You lot won't sign
bro.
Ganacho, man.
I won't be surprised if the link's there though. I won't even
The
be
link's there.
surprised.
You have been linked to him, yes. You have been
Yeah,
linked to him.
bro. I'll be surprised. But the thing is, yeah, is that because obviously I don't obviously people are saying what's it called? Chelsea in it as
Yeah,
well.
Chelsea,
But
they've been the
yeah,
main
the
ones because you
main
lot, Arsenal and them have all been linked, but the
mm,
stronger links have been with Chelsea.
yeah, you should go to Chelsea, blood. How about
I'm
that?
with you on that. I'm saying,
Yeah,
I'm
you
just trying to
should
hear with
go.
him. Villa
Yeah,
are also
bro.
been linked with him as well. Villa are interested. They've stronger links than
That,
you and
that
Arsenal with Villa.
that is, to be honest, yeah, Villa even makes sense for him, in my opinion. I feel like even when I look at the team, that's a team that he would probably fit well in, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's some players that I look at and I'm like, playing for this club, you don't fit. But if you play for this club, then it will look better. It's like Alanga, bro. Everybody was saying Alanga this, Alanga that. But obviously now Alanga, when he went to Nottingham Forest, that's a club you fit. So you don't
because
have
you're
that
playing counter
pressure.
attack, it made
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, bro. It fits you. It's like Martinelli, yeah, for Arsenal. A lot of Arsenal fans don't rate Martinelli anymore. But what they don't realize, the difference between Martinelli before and the Martinelli now, is when Arsenal first had that season where they were doing well, yeah, there was a lot of space in behind for him to play. Now,
Yes.
because teams just come there on a low block against them, he's not a player that can play against a low block like that. So now that's why it seems like he's not as good. But I actually believe he's still good. But you have to put him in a team where there's less pressure. Teams won't just be putting a low block against them. So if you sent Martinelli to even Aston
Nottingham
Villa as
Forest.
well, Forest, Aston Villa, those type of teams. Because even Aston Villa, as much as like Emery is more to me like a defensive manager, they still manage to do this counter-attacking, getting behind teams, and you know what I'm saying? Because they've done it against enough teams. That's how majority of the time how they've even beaten Arsenal when they've played against Arsenal. That getting them behind quickly, a quick counter-attack, and then getting a goal. You understand with players like McGinn and stuff. So it's like certain players, in my opinion, is like Smith Rowe during Fulham fits Fulham probably better than Arsenal. Now, even though I do believe when he was at Arsenal, he did well. I think he's one of the ones that actually did well, but he just couldn't stay fit. But yeah, but I just think certain players will play well at certain teams. When Brennan Johnson was at Nottingham Forest, I rated him deep. I rated him at
Because of
Nottingham
what he
Forest.
did and what was going
What
on
he
over
did,
there,
yeah,
the counter attacking thing, yeah.
yeah,
But
it
playing
fits
Brendan
them.
Johnson in a possession based state makes no sense.
No, bro, it doesn't. So that's the thing. So like I say, I look at certain players And I'm like, ah, cool. You like, because I think when people say, oh, this guy's not good, it doesn't necessarily mean he's not, apart from Hoyland, but it doesn't necessarily mean, bro, yeah, bro, that he's not good at it. You know what I'm saying? It means that, what I mean is that he's not good enough for me for him to be underneath what we're trying to do here, bro. You understand? If we're just a normal average team, because people talk. When I say, oh, Tottenham are not a big six team, everybody tries to argue with me, bro. So if we're talking about big six, then he's not good enough to be here for what we're trying to do, bro. You
Agreed.
understand? It doesn't make sense. Newcastle got rid of certain men that I believe were good for them, but they got rid of them because it's not there. It's not enough for what they're trying to do. They got rid of what's his name? I think it was Anderson, and Anderson was one of their little prodigies in it, and they got rid of him because they're trying to aim for this. You understand, being in that top four title race type thing, in it, Champions League and all of these things. So they're thinking, you know what, he's a good player, but we have to get rid of him. Let's see if we can get somebody that's bigger than him. Let's get the right players, bring them in, etc. So, bro, yeah, man, Spurs don't do these things, bro. You understand? They just
I
don't do
don't.
these
But like
things.
you say, with Brennan Johnson, if he is playing wing back, that gives him that space to run into. That's why I would say, again, as
But
backup, it could work. Same with Alanga. That's why I wouldn't mind him at wing back.
yeah, but Langa can actually run like with the ball on the
Like,
pitch,
like Brennan
not off
Johnson.
the pitch.
Yeah, Brennan Johnson ain't electric. You just need him to just go byline to byline, to be honest.
Yeah, but bro, you can't even do that, bro. The guy runs the ball off the pitch. I don't think you understand what's going on here, bro. Bro,
You
I
gotta go
literally,
watch to see. I want to see
bro,
how
you
Frank.
need to watch this guy, bro. You need to
No,
understand, bro. We played
I'm going
against
to.
Aston Villa, bro.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
there was a key, bro. I remember I almost punched my TV, bro. I remember this year. We played against Aston Villa, bro. The guy got the ball and just ran the ball
Mm.
off the pitch. I said, as a professional footballer, you know, like I don't have to explain. You know, Sunday League, yeah. You know, like the
Yeah.
wingers, how like when the wingers, you know, when they go to push the ball, but it just
Mm.
goes off the pitch. That's literally
Yeah.
what my man does, bro. He tries
I,
to do that little push thing and it goes off the pitch. But I've seen Sunday league players who are not even meant to be as good as a professional footballer be able to push the ball and whip him across. You
yeah.
understand? This guy pushes the ball off the pitch. Only time he doesn't is if there's enough space for him to run into. And then
Yeah.
you get, but even sometimes then, bro, I've seen man push the ball off the pitch, bro. So
Damn.
it doesn't help. This is why when people are getting onto Solanke and that, and they're saying,
Mm.
oh yeah, like I had an Arsenal fan chatting to me earlier talking about, oh yeah, but Havertz is a midfielder and he scored more goals than Solanke and blah 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 blah. I was like, bro, Havertz is playing with Saka and them, man, bro.
Choose playing with
You're
bad
gonna
players.
have opportunities to score, bro. They whip in crosses. Arsenal's some of Arsenal's key gameplay is Saka whipping in on the left foot and hitting the back post. You understand, which causes problems because that's why Saka's a problem of a player because he could either do that or he cuts in and shoots. So you don't even know which one you want to allow him to do. Do you understand? Whereas with us, you got Brennan Johnson, bro. The guy can't even whip the ball really and truly when we think about it past the first man. You understand when he whips him across. So it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Solanke's a player where maybe if you put some more crosses in there, he'll get more goals. Man, don't put crosses. Nobody can name me a time where you saw a goal where Spurs whipped in a mad cross and then Solanke was able to get his head. Bro, we don't do crossing, bro. Man, don't even Son don't cross. Son is trying to beat the 1v1, do the step over and ching man and whip it and then whip it back stick top bins or whatever that he tries to do, bro. But we don't have a player who literally will go byline. That's why I say that even though Arsenal are hating on the Madueke signing and all of this nonsense, that's a player that, bro, he's gonna whip in crosses. You got Gyökeres or whatever, but you're gonna
Yeah.
need them crosses, bro. You understand? You're gonna need them because one thing I'll give the reason why I'm diving into both teams is because it shows the difference. Yeah, one thing I'll give them is Arteta is that he's a good manager at improving certain players, bro. He can improve players, innit? But I just don't think he's the manager that will get them over the line for a trophy. Hence why I need him to stay there. But I just don't think. But one thing I will say is that improving players he can do in it. So with a Madueke, from what I've watched of him, yeah, that fits the narrative of what you're saying now. That byline and then whipping across when you got a player like Gyökeres, because all you're gonna ask from Madueke now is, bro. I'm not even asking you to do anything special.
It's
I'm just saying,
chipping
bro.
low cross. That's
Yeah,
what it
bro.
is. Yeah, low
That's it.
cross it because Gyökeres ain't the best in the air. It's a low
Yeah,
cross
so
thing. Yeah.
so yeah, but you get, so he's gonna be around. You get me? He's a poacher, bro. He's gonna be around. That's literally where it is for me. I feel like certain players like Gyökeres and that like, see, cool. I'll give you another example. Yeah,
Well,
he's not the best player, but I'll give you an example. One of the reasons why Nketiah, yeah, that time when Arsenal, he scored a few goals for Arsenal when they needed goals, etc. It's because one thing Nketiah was good at was obviously being in the right place at the right time,
he's a
poaching
box
balls.
striker.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
box
box
striker,
striker.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing is with him, the only thing with him is that he's not as great as a player
Mm.
compared to obviously Gyökeres, but Gyökeres is one of them players that, bro, he can do the little Erling Haaland thing where you put him through on goal, then he can bully the defender 1v1. He can got a little bit of pace there, and you can hope 9 times out of 10 that he's gonna finish that chance. Along with that, you can whip him across. You know what I'm saying? First man, he can poach the ball. If the defender makes a little mistake, he'll be the one there that's gonna put it in the back of the net if that comes in the box. Then on top of that, bro, you get me? They've got their centre backs, bro, as well. Don't forget. So the centre backs and that, you get me? When there's a cross, when there's a corner, I won't be surprised if what's it called? Arteta even says, you know what, Saka, obviously Saka takes a lot of the corners, but Arteta might even say to start getting Noni in training, whipping in the same corners. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, so hey, bro, you see what I'm saying? See, you guys
I
know
get what
what
you're
I'm
saying.
talking about. You
You're
guys know
fully
what I'm
spun. That's
talking
why I
about.
didn't even interrupt you. You're on point. Yeah, I
Yeah,
fully get where you're going from. That's why I was like,
yeah,
let you delve into what you're saying.
yeah, bro,
I
guys,
hear you. And big
yeah,
up to
bro.
Guy Thompson who says, I remember that I left the pub for a cigarette. You were talking
Mm.
about when you were talking about Brennan Johnson running the ball out against Villa. Man saying he remembers it. Yo, big up to Guy
Yeah,
Thompson. And big up SSJ for the super chat. Appreciate it. He says, bro, you just look up Brennan Johnson actions. Damn. All right.
bro.
So yeah, the Spurs fans in the chat are in full agreement with you on that. Jez,
Yeah.
I'm big up for the super chat, SSJ. I appreciate it. Jez, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, man, what's man?
All blessed, man. All blessed, man. Your thoughts as well, Jez, man. To chat to us about what's it called? The Morgan Gibbs-White and him staying and everything like that. Your thoughts?
I'm just glad it's over, to be honest. Like,
Mhm.
we needed some sort of conclusion at some point, either end of this week or early this week coming up, because we're going on tour. We're going on tour tomorrow, I think, and you want to make sure that you're getting signings in, or you want to at least have an idea of what's happening with this one, and so I'm glad that it's over. To be honest, like, do I still think that everything would like? I generally believe that we didn't do anything wrong, but it was just Nottingham who did everything in their power to just make sure he stays. Because, like I told you, they don't want to leave. They don't want to make just a 5 more profit on what they did on Alanga, for example.
Mhm.
They didn't expect him to. Like, if he would have come in with like an 80 million bid, they would have accepted that money easily.
I agree.
But I don't think they were satisfied with that. They did what they did. I mean, it says that he extended for 3 years, but if you actually go and look, he only extended for 1 year actually. So you already know that he's not most likely committing long term to them, and he's probably maybe leaving next year or something like that if somebody comes in for him willing to pay the money. I don't think we would come in because after the whole mess that they did, I don't think we did necessarily think anything wrong in that aspect. I think the only thing that we did wrong, in my opinion, is probably how they have handled it when it comes to triggering the release clause and everything like that. But then there's just a it's just a whole mess. It's like a whole messed up thing when it comes to it. So how do you have to just move on? To be honest, like everybody knows that I rate Morgan gets why, but I'll be honest. I tweeted it yesterday after the whole news broke and everything. Everybody says, there's no player older that you can go and replace. Oh, we finished 17th. If you're telling me there's no players, if there and do I think this team is 17th level? No. But
Mhm.
if people are telling me there's no players out there that can improve a 17th place Premier League side last season, then I guess football is that, like everybody says. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like we just have to move on. Like I said, we wasted time, but no, there's no reason. There's no reason anymore for any sort of hold up because of the fact that we know that this is over. So if there's no transfers happening, if there's no sales happening, there's no reason because we're still waiting up the mortgage wife thing anymore. It's over now. So it's on them now to just go and find the alternative. Like, if they haven't figured out the alternative because they really thought Gibbs-White is coming, go and work on alternatives. It's as simple as that. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, it is what it is.
And do you blame anyone for it, or just like like Forest did everything in their power? Spurs could have done no one. They couldn't have done anything more. So no one on your side of things could have done anything more. You think you did everything, or do you think you should have moved away from it sooner? Like, what would you go? What would you? Yeah, is there anyone you would say proportion blame to? Any proportion of blame?
It's hard for me to say who I'm supposed to blame because I don't know the details. Like I said, there's reports saying how apparently we didn't fulfill certain conditions when it came to release clause, but then in the same reports, it's saying how his release clause was very complicated to begin with. So I don't, or not complicated, complex. What the report said. This came from like a Nottingham Forest report as well. So it's hard for me to really say who's there to blame and who was on the right because I don't know what actually went down. Like, for example, when the Dybala thing broke down, I blame Levy for that because one of the main reasons I remember with the Dybala thing breaking down was because we didn't want to give certain amount of percentages of his image rights to him. So that's why things like that broke it down. So I blame the club for that and I blame Levy for that. But for this one, I don't know what the exact details are that I can full on say that I blame this and that. I'm just thinking that Nottingham did everything in their power to just even let this guy commit for 1 year so they can sell him for more profit next year.
Right. Well, that's fair. And alternatives, is there anyone in particular where it can be inside the Premier League?
I've been saying this the whole day. Like, for me, you can go to a Stuttgart and get an Enzo Malo. You can go to a Stuttgart. I do a double swoop personally and get Enzo Malo and Angelo Stiller. I think there was some rumor about Paqueta going for super cheap, but I don't want they want to sell to us again. But also too, I don't think Paqueta is super cheap either. There's like guys like I don't think he leaves Como, but Nico passes another player that's out there who you can go and get. Lamine Kamara is another player that you can go and get. Akliouche is another player you can go and get. There's so many footballers out there. So when I heard the narrative like there's nobody out there, yes, there are players out there. And if you are looking at it from a perspective of it needs to be somebody who's exactly like Morgan Gibbs-White profile, and there's not many players out there. Guess what? Choose a plan B. Change plans because we're still in the preseason. It's not like we are midway through the season. We've been playing a certain style of way, so only a certain type of profile is needed. It's still the season hasn't even started yet, and you can still figure out how you want to move around it because it's like why is it that only our director of football can get away with that? If the plan A didn't work in the window, let's go to a plan B. It seems like too many people trying to say, too many people think that there's not enough footballers out there that can go on and improve us. There's so many footballers that I believe that can improve us, and even them. Let's say even I would be cool if the club would even go for somebody who the fans say, who the fuck is this? But at least you take a risk and know that this player, but because you believe the player has played a certain amount of career appearances already, has a level of ability where you can look from the eye. Now this is a good player, but we don't know if he can translate it with Morgan Gibbs-White. If you go and buy him, you know that you saw what he did in the Premier League, so you know what you're getting immediately. But go and surprise me. With a new player, go and surprise me and let me see. And if it doesn't work out, guess what? You don't cry about it. You just move on and get a new player. It's as simple as that for me. So it's like I just don't like the amount of crying that I've been seeing about since how we cannot go. So you tell me there's not another midfield in this world who can improve the side, or another six who can improve the side. Are you guys really telling me that?
Yeah, that's what I don't.
Yeah, it's too many crybabies. I'll be honest. Like obviously, there's other words that I would rather use, but I'm gonna calm down on that with that because I ain't trying to what's it called have whole Spurs Twitter on me or some shit like that. But like I said, it's just a lot of foolishness that I've been seeing, and there's certain takes that I've been seeing. Like I'm seeing like, damn, like I've been seeing stuff like, yo, we can have potentially a disastrous season. We finished 17th, by the way. So unless we get relegated, what is a disastrous season to? Like, and then he says, then people, and I had this debate today, just saying like, yo, we could potentially finish like 10th. 10th is an improvement. Is this what we want? No. But then when you look at what then the transfers in and out has been, 10th is quite realistic on what probably the level of the players. Me personally, I think based on the team right now, I'm saying 7th to 10th. Do I want to be higher? Yes. Would I like us to be more ambitious and trying to see if we can break into Europa League, Champions League spots? Yeah. But for that, we need a lot more investment like that. And this is something that we haven't seen yet. And that's what I also said. Like, I'm glad that Ange left because I knew we would have had this type of window anyway. That's why I'm not mad about the Morgan Gibbs-White thing, to be honest. And I'm not even necessarily mad at the window because I expected it. And I don't get it. I don't get mad at things how do I write it? I
If
don't
you
get mad at
expected it, yeah, you don't get mad at things you expected.
yeah, that's just me. And like I agree. I heard when people say they're angry, but that's just not me. It's just not my character.
No, I get it. I fully hear what you're saying there. Hey, before we continue though, run up the likes, people, because there's over 160 people in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't. We're at, I don't know, this other laptop playing up, people. So I don't know how many likes we're on. I feel we're at like 44, 40. Get us to 50 likes, people. That's all I'm asking for. Solid 50 likes. I'm gonna do the subscriber check as well, but hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be a massive help, people, because it helps the channel. And keep all your questions, please, Spurs or United related. Go on, Jez.
That's something that I do want to talk about because I think it's more important.
Before you do, just 1 second.
Cool.
Before you do, just one quick second. Big up SSJ for the second super chat. Appreciate it. He's saying, I know a hostage video when I see one on the Morgan Gibbs-White video. I've not seen the video.
Bro, go and watch it. Yeah, no, go and watch that video. Go and watch that video, bro. Literally everybody in the comments, in the quotes, all saying he's getting held hostage. The owner is literally next to him. Bro, the guy doesn't look comfortable at all, bro. Like when you like, I'm not even like a body how do they
body
call
language,
that?
yeah,
body language expert, anything like bro. I can see when somebody's hella uncomfortable. You can see that, and partly is also what I do believe is that I feel like Nottingham was kind of threatening Morgan Gibbs-White as well if he didn't decide to go and extend for them. Even if that's why they only got an extra year on his contract.
The extra year, yeah.
Like
I'm just
if you would have
now and just seeing the comments as well. Yeah,
that was crazy. It's no like. Bro, somebody said he looked like Shook Knight, bro.
Oh, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
I was telling you, bro. Like, it's
Shook Knight-esque as well. That man's dressed in red as well. Oh well, Gibbs-White is dressed in red, but yeah, it is very, very Shook Knight-esque. It is very. What are you saying, De Niro? You seen the video?
It's hilarious.
I haven't even seen it. I saw it like as in like there's a video in it. I didn't even bother watching it, bro. Do you see when it comes to all of them things there, bro? Yeah. Like, bro.
I was the same, and then I saw the quote tweet to and I was like, okay, let me go and watch it. It's like, nah, that shit is hilarious, bro. And I'm talking about everybody. Like I'm seeing our fans, rival fans, shit, every dude that don't even support.
But are you surprised? Yeah, I'm not even surprised that manager's got him in the hot. Looks like it. Do you know why? Have you seen that video? Yeah, I think. When was it? When I think it was Nottingham Forest. They lost it. I think. And he came on the pitch. And he was just he was bare angry at that. Like the guy was just moving mad. I'm not surprised, bro, that he's managed.
No, I'm not surprised either. Like I knew when this shit happened here, I knew that we're dealing with like a different type of owner, bro. Like I knew that. So I'm not even necessarily surprised, to be honest. But hey, man, it is what it is. But now, what I want to actually talk about.
Yeah, go on, fam. Yeah,
there's something that is I think transfers in and out is super important in my opinion. But I think what a lot of people are not willing to do is it's just this inclination where people don't want to go and just the manager right now and say, yo, this whole thing of like giving time and that. I'm watching preseason. Like I didn't watch the last game. Not the last game. I'm talking about I didn't watch the first game. But I was watching the Luton game because the Wigan game was way too early, bro. And bro, that like when I watched that game, I was like, yo, dude was giving me the ick, bro. I'll be honest. Frank Ball was pure ass.
Oh, you didn't like what you were seeing?
No, to be honest. And obviously, am I a bit petty? Yes, but at the same time, people told me that the guy is like this and that, and as opposed to trust. But bro, I didn't see anything. Like I see And of course, do I think partly it had to do with the fact that he just wants us to play out of the box and just get the players used to it? Yes, but oh, our players couldn't hold the ball, midfield or defense, couldn't hold the ball with Luton. Like Luton press normally, shit, the ball is getting turned over. We're looking for long balls to get over the shit, and I was like, yo, this football is dead, bro. I was promised something different, bro. Like you remember when Ange came in? I told you like, yo, Ange saved my life, and I watched only one game,
You did
and I
say
was like,
this,
yo,
yes.
and like I'm watching this Frankfurt one. I'll keep it 100, bro. I'm getting the ick right now. I'm like,
Damn.
yo, I'm getting disgusted, bro. Like what I saw, and obviously, am I blaming him totally? Nah, because when I look at the players that were on the pitch, I'm not even surprised that we were struggling because you take away Poro, who's one of our best technically. You're taking away Romero, who is one of our best ball-playing centre backs. Which I also say all the time. It's super important that you have guys in midfield. Yes, it's important they can defend. Not midfield. It's important that you have guys who can defend, but also very important that you have guys that can play certain type of passes. Because I don't think we have a bad squad. I think we have a squad that can finish like at least top mid-table, top half of the table, like at the latter end of it. But you can see why this squad cannot break into a certain category because even though it's a good squad, this team is only very good at the basic stuff. Like for example, like we have not every player, but the majority of players, I would look at them and say they have a decent level of technical ability, have a good first touch and understanding and all these type of stuff here. But when it comes to the advanced shit, where like certain things that even I cannot see, like you see, when certain players they can make certain passes where you didn't even see it, yet that player
Absolutely.
did it.
Yeah.
We can only probably say Kulusevski, Madison, probably Kudus, no, probably Romero from between our centre back who can make these things. And we don't have enough players who have this advanced level of like feel to the game or positioning or understanding of their teammates and stuff like that. Where I looked at it and say it's really easy to kind of play against us if we want to play with the ball, which obviously comes with the factor of should we do we need transfers 100%? But then I look at teams around us who I don't look at their teams and say I want this player and I want that player. Yet I see them play better out of the back than we do. For
See him
example,
play out the press battle.
I'm seeing the midfield like Basuma, bro. Go Fenerbahce, bro. I saw the Turkish fans from Fenerbahce when he got linked to them all spam his comments say that come to Fenerbahce. Bro, the Fenerbahce fans love you, bro, and you don't even have to pay for your hair transplant. Your hairline is fine, bro, but you have to go. In my opinion, Gray. I already said. I mean, I don't care if the manager thinks you're a right back, you're a right back. If the manager thinks you're a midfield, you're a midfield. You play in midfield, and Gray is like one of them players. Like I look at Gray like I look at like a Camavinga. You're good at everything, but you're not accelerating at anything either. So I'm saying Gray is probably more suited, in my opinion, as a right back than he is in midfield. And it would also open up a space to go and get another midfielder in because we just need new like for me, if it was up to me, and Daniel probably agrees, and probably Spurs fans in the chat, if it was up to me, shit, there's so many players I would get rid of, not because some of them are done with, but just because I would like to reconstruct the team. So from a skill perspective, I can have specialists in the team. I can have specialists in the team they're good at certain things, and then also guys who a mixture of specialists, but also guys who can complement those guys with the specialists in the team because we don't have enough of them. We just don't.
Right.
So I don't know. Like I said, do I play in Frankfurt? No. But the football that I will see, I'll be honest, bro. That's the type of football that, like, I'm just not moved. I'll be honest. I'm just not moved.
What system did he start with? Did he start with a back three or did he go with a back four?
He played 4-2-3-1.
Okay, so he was the right. Was it Kudus right? Who was the 10 and who was the left winger?
We played two friendlies, so we had a mix. We had a mix. We had a mixed squad for this one. The game that I watched, we had Vicario on goal, Danso, Van der Ven as the centre backs. Left back was
Donley.
one of our academy. Donley, he's not left back. He's not left back.
So you had Archie Gray and Basuma in the pivot. Kudus was right. Mikey Moore was
on the right. Johnson was on the
Brennan
left.
Johnson was on the left, and
Tell was a striker, and 10 was Moore. Because the other play, Madison, I don't know what happened with Madison. I think Madison was injured or he's recovering. Yeah, Johnson, like I said, man, if he's not a bench player, you have to just get rid of him, bro. Like,
Yeah, me and
for all
Vanilla
the
was having
people,
that conversation
for the
surrounding
yeah,
him.
no.
What do you think of him using him as a backup wing back on the right side?
I saw what?
As a wing back.
Yeah, but we would need to play a back three though.
Yeah, I'm saying if you do play a back three.
But I don't. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but the issue with him is the issue with him is that I think what every Spurs wants to agree is that he doesn't accelerate when you're playing with the ball. He accelerates more when you letting him run into space, letting him find space to just be there and tap the ball into net. Because surprisingly, I do think he's a good finisher in terms of just be the end of like a move that we create, and then he's at the end of it. But his finish overall, though, I do think is bad. Like his variety of finishing is awful. I don't think he has an idea of how to disguise his shot in order to make goalkeepers think when he shoots. So I just think I just look at him and say like, yo, you just come in off the bench. If you're not getting sold, you come in off the bench in case we just need more attackers on the pitch, so we just couldn't go and chase a goal, for example, that type shit. But other than that, nah, man, like as a wing back, right winger, left winger, striker, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And it's like you saw, and I'm kind of happy. I'm happy that he played left wing last game because Kudus played on the right wing, and you could see the contrast of both players, and you see the difference of what. Even though yes, Johnson is not a left winger, but it doesn't matter for me because you saw even the little things where you can't even blame him for playing left wing that he wasn't doing. Where if Kudus would have played left wing, I know Kudus would have done that from a basic level standard reason. I would look at it and say, yo, Kudus would have done that. So now like I'm just looking at him and say like the club is not gonna sell him. I personally would have loved if the manager would actually start forcing. That's another thing that the manager's giving me the ick, man. Why is Bissouma and who's the other player that I said? Hold on, let me go and check because I literally tweeted. I know Bissouma's one of them, and the other player, who was the other player? Bissouma, shit. No, I literally tweeted about earlier because I was like, yo, because
what are you
they
saying,
announced
engineer? You were the same. Do you want to see the manager in the club forcing players out?
Yeah, Hundo, bro. Get Brennan Johnson out, bro.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, get
Now
him out.
that's the issue, bro. That's what I'm saying though. This is like you said you laughing at that, but see that's the thing. That's the issue. I don't see the club ever do it.
Not what he said, it's the way man
Oh.
said it. Sorry,
bro, get him out.
Why you commenting on how he's saying it?
Because how he said it made me laugh. That's why it was funny.
Okay, man. Okay.
What he
But yeah,
said.
no, I found the other player. I found the other player. It was Richarlison. It was Richard. I called him Richard. That's why I couldn't remember.
I got him actually.
I even forgot. Bro, deep it. I even forgot we had him. Deep that, bro. I even forgot.
No, bro. It's like someone forgets. So I always have to let people remind you where there are certain players who like they try because he's not been part of the preseason because he's recovering from injury, of course. But I'm letting people remember that guy is still around. Like so, like I'm not forgetting, bro. So for me, I'm looking at some of our players here. The club is never going to force them out. But no, this is the one thing that Ange was doing in his first preseason that I really liked is that he let it make it clear who he didn't want to fuck with. Spence didn't in his first season. Spence wasn't even part of his plans. Like he said, "Now you go into Genoa and Denmark, bro. You go into Trent and Denmark." And Endon Bella was getting brought out of his contract. Reguilon, you saw what happened with him United. Then he went to Brentford and all that. Eric Dyer wasn't even including him to. Well, we had no centre backs, and he still said no. Eric Dyer. Again, like he made it clear, I don't want this player here at all costs. And this is one thing that I was worried about with Frank is that Frank might be too. He's gonna be a good guy, like a nice guy, and he's not trying to do all that. But I'm like, if you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna blame you if these players are here and they're letting you down. I ain't gonna sit here and say, this player isn't good enough and he wasn't supposed to be here. No, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn, but like for me, if whoever is here by the time the window's closed, whoever is here, unless it's the club's fault that the club couldn't sell them because they tried to outprice them, but you made it clear that you wanted to get rid of the player, like you made it 100% clear to the fans, and you've shown it by your actions that you didn't want to have the player, but the club failed to fail him. Unless something like that happens, but I blame you if the player is here and he's not playing good for us. Because I'm not doing this whole clean slate under a new manager bullshit, bro. Bissouma needs to leave the football club, bro. Him and this, but he can do his balloons elsewhere. Richarlison can go and join Emerson. He can join Emerson in Flamengo. Bentancur, don't even start me on Bentancur, bro.
You
Like,
done with Bentancur, yeah? You done? You saying that game gone?
that nigga ass, bro. That he couldn't tell the difference between Son and all the other Asian people. On top of that, imagine if he signed Morgan Deadweight and Solanke, bro. He couldn't tell. Ah, shit. Bentancur would have probably asked the question, "Yo, why is Solanke playing in midfield?" Bro, this is bro. And don't tell me like Solanke and Morgan Deadweight don't look the same unless the outside the height. Literally light skin, same hairstyle. Bro, the cold fucking kill me, bro. He would have mistaken them. So shit, like, yo, he's saying, yo, pass the ball to Solanke, bro, and he would have passed them to him in midfield. Like, come on, bro.
Like, right, it's Gibbs-White. Are you with that De Niro as well in regards to Bentancur? I know you want Richarlison gone and Johnson, but where you at with Bissouma and Bentancur? Go on, bro.
Bentancur, if he left, innit, obviously I wouldn't really be like, I wouldn't even be stressed like that. But I can't lie, man. Get Bissouma out first.
I'm bringing the squad. I'm bringing the squad out, man. I'm bringing the squad out.
Get Brennan Johnson. Get Brennan Johnson out.
I'm bringing the squad out because I feel like a lot of people forget who is still here in this club, and some of us forget how inconsistent some of our players are, bro. One sec.
Yeah. Anyways, get Brennan Johnson out. Get Bissouma out. You understand? Get Ben Davis out of here, bro. This guy's been here for how long, bro? Get that guy out, bro. Yeah, bro. It's enough, bro. There's too many deadweight players out here, bro.
What's it called? So I think Vicario is gonna stay for at least 1 year. Dancer's cool. Dragusin for me, Dragusin I'm selling personally. I think he's dead food. Like I don't think he's a dead player. Like he's a good defender. Like if you would play for a team that loves to defend only, you will do well. But here, I just don't think you can have a player like that if you want to go and trying to elevate your club.
If you're trying to be imposing on the other team and like,
exactly. Even if you're trying to be a better team, like I just don't think he fits from a profile perspective. I don't think he fits, man. Like he can go elsewhere where a team defends. Like if Everton was going to sign him, I think he would be calm enough. But not for us. I think Son is gonna go. To be honest, I think he's gonna go.
Would you sell him if you was the decision maker? Would you sell him?
Oh, I told you 2 seasons ago I'd sell him.
Damn, where you at in De Niro? Would you sell him?
No, he can go, bro. He's done what he needed to do, but you got your trophy and that, and you just take it as that, bro. Don't mess it up.
Leave him the high, man. Leave him the high. The balloon taker, you know what's hilarious? Bissouma and Richarlison are literally next to each other. When I tweeted them both of them in the tweet, I didn't even know about that.
You man are trying to get rid of your number 6, your number 7, your number 8, and your number 9,
and number 7 too.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, them 4.
Both of them, like I said, out of here. I keep, despite of what I said about Maddison,
I'll keep him still.
Yeah, I'll say, like, despite of what I say about Maddison, he is still one of our best players, and he's probably one of the better players in the league when it comes to just from a ability standpoint. It's important for me to kind of leave the ability standpoint. From that standpoint, you just have to keep that around. So yeah, man. Tell literally just joined. I want to give him time, so I have to see what he can do. A big season this season. I need to see what he can bring. Udogie, I keep him. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man's keeping him, bro. Gal. Yeah, he's calm.
Great for me. Backup right back. I think he's calm. Backup right back. I think he's calm.
Yeah.
Burkwa, keep one of our best players. Romero. I'll be honest. I've been saying this the whole time. By the way, we shall find. It's funny because he has 2 years left on his contract, but our fans are begging him to be the captain. Funny to me. It's kind of funny, but I want to personally sell him with 2 years left.
Jeez. You saying get rid of Romero, yeah?
Oh, if he doesn't commit, you can leave, bro.
Oh, so it's not a quality thing. It's more so of him just not committing.
I hurt myself for no reason.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say Romero's like I'm with Jess though. I can't lie, but he's replaceable, bro. Like if you know, because normally with certain centre backs, It's like when you look at like calls like Saliba, and then obviously and the Gabriel thing. Like I don't feel like them man are just easily to just replace and go and find that somebody's gonna do what they done. This brother, bro, I promise you, bro, man can find another brother that can do exactly what he's doing, even if not better, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling
You
you,
know,
his centre back qualities are not as crazy as people think, bro. He's just a good defender. He's all right, innit?
I think you know what it is. I think it's because of the level of centre backs that we had in recent
Yeah,
years.
literally.
I think it's that why a lot of people love him for the level that they love him. I think there's certain qualities that makes him super important in this team. But it's not like there's not a lot of centre backs out there who can pass the ball. I think one of my biggest issues with him is that one, which people don't talk about, he's hella injury prone. He misses bare games during the season, which is super important for me. Two, with him and Van der Ven, neither of them are a leader. Somebody. One thing I can give you with Arsenal centre back parents, for example, is that Gabriel has really, even though at the beginning he started as a
Yeah,
bozo,
he started, yeah,
but
bro.
he really took that. He really took that role as like, not only do I try to discipline myself as a defender, but also I'm the leader of the back line. And you see it literally visually. Where like Saliba can be like, Saliba can sometimes have some fuck ups in there. But you notice Gabriel is there who's always consistent, and when he has to sometimes hold his hands, he can hold his hand because I believe Gabriel is the best defender. But Saliba gets all the hype. And I think this is what it should be that I think it was so important about centre back power is that you have somebody who can take that role and trying to get better. With Romero, I feel like even though yes, I think he's a good centre back, it doesn't look like to me he's really trying his best to be not only staying consistently on the pitch without the injuries, but also taking on that leader role. I just don't see it, and
Bro,
that's
do you
why
know what he even does, bro?
it's vulnerable. Go ahead, go
He
ahead.
he takes even like I think what's his when was the World Cup again?
2 years ago, I think.
I don't know if it was the World Cup that happened. There was one season where he got injured, yeah. Then I think he got
Yeah,
called up for
it
the
was the
World
World
Cup,
Cup.
and then
It was
brother
the
was
World Cup.
there straight away, bro. Like even the
Oh,
priorities rise as well. Like I feel like sometimes even with the injuries that he gets, bro, they're not even mad. He just don't even wanna really play like that. Like whereas you see him,
nowadays he's once it's time for a call up, he's always ready, bro. Even
yeah,
I remember
bro.
there was the one call up where he couldn't get called up, or no, that was the one call up where he was literally injured, still went, but he was only allowed to play one game and came back out of the 2 games. I'm like, yo, if you're injured,
Literally,
stay away.
literally.
Stay away. Take the time. Take the time to go and recover yourself. But for me, it's like I said, I'm cool if he stays. But if the club were to sell him this summer, I wouldn't cry about it. I
Mm,
wouldn't cry about it. And for me, it's important that I ain't I I ain't trying to see him having that captain's armband because we talked about we talked about me and Romero. We talked about the Sun last season about the captain. I can't have Romero with the armband with 2 years left on this deal. I can't have it. If
I get
if
it.
he has 2 years, no, like bro, I'm just not cool with that. So yeah, Young, on loan, I would just loan him out to be honest. No, Solanke is like a big topic. Actually, but before we go to Solanke, I would imagine De Niro, you would loan Young out as well. Or what you saying?
I mean, I would learn. I would learn them out, but I would only learn them out based on what we do, depending on this window still.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I said,
Oh,
like
okay, so
what we do, because I can't like man needs, in my opinion, we need another left back. You see with the centre backs, yeah. I don't know what you think about this, but I said this earlier. I was saying as much as the centre backs, I don't feel like they're that great in context of how many we have. It's just
yeah,
like when you can just get through a season with them. Like if that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
man's gonna have, like man, believe I can get. But
You
then
just go with it.
yeah, I'll just go with it. But I think we definitely need another left back. But I'm not really a
Yeah.
fan of just using Spence as a left
As a
back.
left back. Okay, actually, let me ask you, how do you feel about because we like I said, because we have like the amount of centre backs that we have. What do you think if we have like the Dogi left back, but then certain games we go with Van der Ven as left back, or do you want to just have an outright left back there for this season?
Do you know what? That's even an option actually. When I think about it, it's actually a decent option because obviously he can
Yeah,
play left back as well. That is quite
yeah,
good. But with the way he gets injured as well, that's another problem though that I have to
yeah.
that would be taken to the. Hopefully, it could be a season where he could just be fit because he doesn't have to do what maybe he was doing underneath Ange, innit?
Because
But yeah, go on.
what I'm thinking is that I don't necessarily him playing like a traditional left back where he goes and bumps up the pitch, but
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
just to kind of stay back so we have just like, especially when we build up, instead of having like 2 centre backs there, have 3 centre
yeah,
backs there, and he just stays back. Kind
yeah,
of what
man, that makes
Arsenal or
sense.
City doing that. So like I was thinking that if we're not buying a left back, I'm probably calm with doing that.
Mm. Yeah, you've put it into a different perspective for me. I agree with you still. I think that could work as well, because then it means that we can go, if we do that, then we can go fill the other positions that we need. It would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
more
more like
priority. Yeah,
yeah. So that's what I was thinking that like the
mm,
other day, that if we don't go and get left back, because I feel like if we do buy a left back, it
yeah,
hinders us from a registration issue for the Champions League, that
yeah,
we
yeah.
it limit us for signings in about I don't know, but that's what I
Jez
just
may
think.
as well. Jez may as well be manager of Tottenham, bro. You get
Yo,
me?
director of
Yeah,
something,
nah,
man.
big man thing, bro. Nah, big man thing. Because, bro, man, this is the thing that triggers me about football. Like,
What?
it's like, bro,
Good.
man are out here, just normal guys. All of us here sitting here, just normal
Yeah.
guys, just watching football. But it seems to me, that normal guys know more about ball than managers, bro. I don't
Well,
understand this.
it's hilarious, bro. I was thinking of the
You know what's
literally the
crazy
other day
up
as
today,
well.
Ron? Just yesterday on the Yardman show, Lex said the exact same thing you just
Oh,
said
I'm
about
telling
just
you,
being
bro.
normal guys, and we can see these things, and but yet people who are paid very well can't. I said, yo, the Angels very bright, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's
bro.
fine.
No, I'm
I'm
telling
telling
you.
you.
So,
For real, that's
what's the
why I
call?
don't hear
I
like
think
when
you got
people say.
look.
I always use Jez as an example, and you can throw Stephen Konecki when people tell me there's no value in the market.
Mm,
Nonsense, and there's no players out there. Nonsense, because even when me and Sai was talking about players, and this is going off topic, and we were talking about backup. He was talking about depth and backup right wingers for Salah, and I said, I know if I hit Jez right now, or Jez was in the chat watching that show, and I said, hey Jez, name me, give me 3 right wingers right now who are under 50 million, under the 825 or under. I know he gonna give me 3 names who Liverpool could go and get, who could be back up to Salah. So don't tell me the players ain't out there.
That's the
I'm not
funny part
hearing
about like Barcelona literally just signed somebody for like 2 mil.
it. See, there we
That's the
go.
funny
See,
part. That's the funny part, and you would have been you would have been perfect, because it's like, because it's funny because he's older. He's older than Yamal, but Yamal is like
yeah,
fucking crazy. But he's
yeah,
still
yeah.
19. No, it would have been perfect. You know what I mean? But
There we go.
yeah, there's
But
players
go on,
out there.
carry on. Carry
But
on.
yeah,
Before you
I don't
carry
know.
on, big
Before we
up to
go, I
Hassan
think
for
you got
the
the
raid
rate.
as well,
Yeah,
man.
you got the
Shout
rate.
out to Hassan for the raid. I did see the raid, Hassan. Big up to Hassan. Everyone who's there, make sure you subscribe to Don Hassan's channel if you haven't. Everyone who's also here, run up the likes on this video. Hit the subscribe button. We are closing out this one shortly, but we're going to the Don Hassan look. I know chances are vast majority of you lot are Liverpool fans. United Liverpool podcast Barbados edition coming up after this, people. So make sure you stick around as we close in that. But go on, fam. Carry on.
Yeah.
Carry
What's
on.
the cause? Yeah, no, it's kind of hilarious, isn't it, with the Salah thing? But
Yeah,
no,
you literally
another
see
thing.
that, Jazz. You missed that, and you've literally, I knew this. You've literally named someone they could have got.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
Go on, carry on.
Nah, but obviously next one. Obviously, we talk about Young. I personally think he goes on loan, but if he stays, I wouldn't mind. He's actually a decent player, decent from little bits that I watched him on loan last season. He's actually decent, but yeah, Solanke. So that's the debate, in him. And the funny part is, I had the debate literally 2 days ago because everybody knows that I like Solanke. To put it out there in context, I don't mind if Solanke was getting sold by this summer or for some reason. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't get angry. I just would worry that the club, with the amount of time that we have in the window to replace him, I think this is where the club would fuck up and just buy even somebody worse than Solanke. But if you tell me why you don't like him and the reasons that I've seen from people say why they don't like Solanke, I think they're valid. But I'm saying that I'm coming probably from a place where I say I want to give him at least one more season where you're playing him on a role to get kind of like the best out of him. Because I don't think last season we was getting the best out of him. I think Daenerys was literally talking earlier about how we don't cross the ball enough into the man. Then he's literally, when we bought him from Bournemouth was playing him as a poacher. That's what he was getting his goals. It wasn't like he was scoring bare penalties and then couple game goals, non-penalty goals. Now, most of his goals were non-penalties. I think he scored one of the least penalties between all attackers in that season. So I do think you can get more value out of him, but I do think we need to make sure that our wingers on both sides and the players who play behind the striker do also more for the striker. So I keep him, but if anybody says they want to sell him, can't buy me in him. What is it,
I agree. I think you know what it is, yeah, with him. It's like even like for example, you see like I used the example earlier. You see like Arsenal, bro. Like even
Yeah,
Arsenal that were looking for a striker, yeah, I guarantee you that if he had went there at the time, obviously when we grabbed him, that would have
yeah,
still benefited them there. Like I say, where they whipping those crosses and they do those things, it benefits his gameplay, innit? Do you understand? Whereas with us, you're playing with Brennan Johnson, you're playing with these guys, it's not really pulling out what you can really do. Now, say for instance, now we were doing all these things trying to play to his strengths, then I would be like, cool, if you've performed badly and we're playing to your strengths, I'll even let you off. But bro, like we haven't even given man a chance to even, you get me, show
yeah,
show what he can do. But obviously I'm still with you on this thing because I never really thought when we bought him, it wasn't to me like, oh my gosh, bro, we bought Solanke. Like you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
It was just like, oh yeah, we bought Solanke, that's calm, innit? Like it's
yeah.
whatever, innit? But if he was to leave, I think for me, I've said I'm with what Jez is on because I've said this before, and I'm sure you man remember. I've always said that, bro. If Spurs, I'm not on this holding certain players thing because Spurs need
Yeah,
to start again to go up again, in my opinion. And
Mm.
when I say
yeah,
start again, it's like if these players are leaving, there's not a player I'm looking at and I'm like, bro, if you leave, oh my days, why are you leaving? Like,
I agree.
you know what I'm saying? Because I need us to start again, and then hopefully by starting again, it's gonna give us the revamp that's needed. But with this team, bro, you just never know, bro. Like you just don't
Yeah,
even. Yeah, man. Spurs is dark, man. But hey,
nah, but I agree. I agree with you. Like,
yeah,
I don't look at our squad and say there's an unsellable player at the moment.
yeah, literally.
So yeah, Kulis literally
Okay.
just joined. Kulusevski, it's a weird one. Kulusevski is a weird one because you would imagine that I say keep, but it's
Yeah,
again them ones where I think a lot of our fans overrate him because like even last season, I think at some point he was one of our most important players at the beginning of the year, but yet again as always he struggles to keep his consistency over a whole course of a year. Like when can you give me like 2 seasons of like consistent performances like to really like I don't want to talk about you like yeah every 6 months you're playing well and then the other 6 months you don't do anything. You know what I mean? So it's like I want to see him just to be consistently playing off a certain level and then we go from there. Innit? So I keep because he's also one of our better technical players as well, who has a bit more about him than the average player in our team. But if a good offer comes in, personally, I sell. What are you saying?
yeah. Nah, I'll keep him still. Same thing. If a good offer comes in, I'll sell. And the thing about him, one thing I will say about him that I've kind of seen, yeah, is that the way he plays now, like how he is for me, it's like an expected thing. Because I never really thought, I've never seen him as like a player that like, bro, you can do this all season. I was saying this earlier as well to somebody
Yeah,
earlier. I was saying that Chelsea fans were getting onto Madueke and that. Or obviously, Bear fans get onto him and that and say this and that. But bro, I don't know where people thought he was gonna be this player that was gonna play 70% of your season and have a great 70%. You understand
yeah,
what I mean? The same with like
yeah,
Kulis. Like I don't look at you and I'm like, bro, you're gonna be a player that's so you're when you play out of this world. Like sometimes he's had a game where he's just played so well. You know, even like when we tried him in the 10 and he done some good things there. And my thing is with him is like when you play like that, it's like it's even kind of a surprise to me in a way. So it's like what I see of him is what I expect basically. I'm not
yeah.
seeing it. So that's why I'm on what you're on. It's like I'll keep him, but it's not gonna be like, oh, if he goes, oh, we're finished, bro. I can't believe this. What are we gonna do now? You know, but there'll be Spurs fans out there that will be like, but what are we gonna do if we lose Kulu, bro?
Ah,
But
bro, don't forget, bro. At some point last season, the man was saying we have to build a team around him. I was like, based on
no
what?
way.
No, no, bro. I had the debate literally, and I was
Can't
saying,
believe it.
unless the guy plays 2 years at bare minimum on a consistent basis for the whole season, there ain't no way I'm cool with building somebody around that. No
Bro,
way, bro.
have you remember like, bro, you know Kulu, yeah? In a way, it sounds mad, yeah, but like in a way, they're not. I feel like obviously one is a better player. Obviously, Kulu, I rate Kulu higher than this guy, but in a way, they're
Yeah,
like similar in this aspect, yeah.
yeah.
See how Luke Shaw, bro, sometimes he will just come back to the United team and he just looks like he ate like 10 Burger Kings, bro. Like Kulu does the same thing, you know. I don't think people clock that. Bro, his
Nah,
body weight sometimes, bro, like, bro, he'll be fit, like a bit slim, like one week. Then, like, maybe like when he, bro, you'll be bare fat, bro, and you just
bro,
can't
you know
run
what?
him,
He
bro.
got he got he got the KDB, bro. Like
Yeah,
KDB is
bro.
like Anything is like some players are just built like that, which is funny because when you actually look at statistically, he's probably one of the most. He runs the most actually in the league statistically, actually fit. So it's like it doesn't make sense though. It doesn't make
It's
sense.
weird, bro. It's so weird, G.
It's just how he's built, and so it's like
Yeah, because but the thing is, like, the reason why I say it's weird is because, like, there'll be a week, and I think with their like type of body type, the way that they are, innit, it's like if they overeat, it's gonna show straight away. Bro, it's like Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's the same. Like Smith Rowe used to have that.
Very good,
yeah, you get it, bro. Like he will look slim one week, and then the next week, and then the thing is, yeah, do you know how I know why I get onto players for that type thing? Because Smith Rowe, I remember, yeah, but the PR was bad. These other players don't really do this interview thing too tough and all of that, yeah. But Smith Rowe literally said, "Oh yeah, I eat chocolates and that. I like eating chocolates a lot." Do you get what I'm saying? You can't be out here with that body type eating chocolates and that. Bro.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, you can't do it. You can't even admit it publicly as well. But
bro,
but yeah, man. Nottingham. I call him 22, bro. I call him Nottingham. I call him 22. Like, you know what I'm saying? That we shall not name that name here, man. Like, off you pop, bro. Off you pop.
I get him out of there, man.
Get him out. Europa League winner, man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
What do you mean Europa League winner? What do you mean Europa League? Nah, what do you mean Europa League?
Did he not win the? Did he not help you win the?
Bro, you know what it is? Sorry, you know what it is? You see what it is? Hey, Jez, you see the road instincts came out there, bro.
I
was about to lose it.
I was like, let it out, man. Pause.
Hey, the road in.
You know what's crazy? I've been there before. I've heard that before. I know.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Gee, that one was about to. I said, bro, you know, there was where it's like, hey, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean by that? Bro, it was about to, sorry, bro.
Here we go.
Yeah, man, I was about to lose it. Bro, I was even thinking Flawless was one of the pagans and that. It's getting long enough, bro. Hey, bro. Oh, my Brennan Johnson.
Hey, yeah, man. They were saying, yeah, man. Get off you, pop, bro. Off you, pop, man. Hey, man. Paul. I keep. Yeah, I keep. Paul. What you saying?
Yeah. He's calm in it.
Yeah. Spence.
My baller.
Yeah, man. Spence, man. Gotta keep him around, man.
I'm a big fan of Spence.
I rate Spence, bro. I feel like. You see his career, yeah? His career, that trajectory of his career, what stored his thing? I'm telling you now. If he had now got that gameplay off the back of that season when he was playing for Nottingham Forest, that kind of like breakout season where everybody found out who he was when he locked up Martinelli in the FA Cup or whenever it was against Arsenal and that. Bro, I'm telling you, he would have been a top player, but that thing of Conte just knocked man's confidence in 2 seconds, bro.
He cooked him, bro. He said in the end of the window review, he literally said, "Yo, I don't want Spence, bro." Like he literally said that.
Yeah, bro.
You just don't do a player a favor, especially when you was thinking as well. At the time, he qualified for Champions League. He was thinking, "Yo, I'm coming in. I'm getting Champions League football, and I can play that." We didn't have our right back at the time was Emerson as well, so he probably would have thought, "Yo, I can replace him easily."
Easily, bro.
And then Conte did that, bro. Like again, one of the other crimes that I say about Conte, and like, that's why I hate that brother, bro. But
yeah, bro. Because when he came in, I was bare happy, you know. That was actually a signing, yeah. Wife for happy actually. Sorry, wife for that. But obviously, like when he came in it, obviously, man was glad. I was glad that he came in it.
Hey man, you're making it awkward. You're making it awkward.
Nah, but I don't know what I was. I messed up, bro. I messed up there still. But yeah, bro. Yeah, man was glad he came in still when he came. Pause. When he came into the team. So, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, exactly. I call him 27. I don't think I'm calling 27, bro. Man, off you pop back to Tel Aviv, man.
Who's his name? Who is it? Oh, why does he even play? What position does he play for you?
Right bench, bro. Right bench. Not even right bench for me personally, but
I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen him play for you, lot, to be honest.
But Pussy didn't. He literally didn't.
Yeah, that's why.
He signed him. He had like one bench appearance, and then he got injured for 6 months, and then we just excluded him from the squad.
Okay. You know what's mad about him?
There's more reason to it, but.
Do you know what's so mad about him, Jez? Yeah. Do you know what's so mad about this guy, bro? this guy actually is weird, yeah. He actually has some good traits as a baller, innit? Like a footballer, yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. Like, you know, there's them play, but you say it happens to Bear Man because even like Sancho and them man know my stance, innit? But like with this guy, yeah, he's got because he can actually dribble. That's the first thing. He knows how to dribble, and I don't know about shooting, and that is not the greatest, but he can actually dribble in it. But the problem is that you know them players that, bro, you like if there was a chance for you, he's that actually put it like this. He's that type of player, yeah, where he would need to be in training, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, when the session's finished, he should just continue training on attributes that he's not good at, and I reckon he would actually become a good player. But the problem is that these man here, I look at the way he plays, and I feel like he even thinks he's a baller. Have you seen the way like he plays, like the
No,
way he? I feel like he thinks
it.
he's like he's a baller, but
He's
you're
better.
not
He's better.
that
He
guy.
thinks he's better. He thinks
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
better. But you
That's
don't.
it. That's it, bro.
I was saying like that's what I saw him out there on the Leeds, and I was hoping that Leeds was going to buy him, but we didn't push him out, and we did the whole thing of like, now I want to prove myself, but now he's not even part of the tour, so his ass is going to be gone, man. But also the other reason why is off the pitch as well. Like the shit that he does on social media,
Yeah,
I can talk about it later. Is a mad thing, isn't it? It's a mad thing,
it's
bro.
crazy, bro.
I
That's what
don't
I'm saying, bro.
I don't need that around the football club or as a PR man. So
Bro,
which is funny. Did you know his birthday was literally the other day and the club didn't even post about it?
Damn,
Is
that's crazy.
that
Right?
bad, bro? That's what I say. Like they ain't trying to have him back in.
His birthday. Yeah, that's mad.
I'll tell you later about what I've lost in about. Udiber, I actually keep him as a squad player. I think he's
yeah,
a good player.
my
I think he's
baller.
a good player, but I think he's a good player. It's just that he just needs time, and I hated the fact that he had the injury last season that took him off for like 6 months. What happens to every Spurs signing?
Literally,
Joins the club and gets injured. It doesn't make sense, bro.
my
But
baller, man.
hey, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, man's keeping him, my baller, man.
Come
Even
on, we have to.
this guy is my baller though. This one here that we're about to do, this is my baller
Uh,
still.
so you
Man,
don't
rocks
know,
it,
yeah?
man. Yeah, I rate Saul, but I'll keep him, bro. Because see where it is,
I keep
yeah.
Saab too.
I never expected him to 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 be kind of what he is, in it. And what
Yeah,
he is for me is perfectly fine for him. I didn't expect any more and I didn't expect any less in it. So it's like for me, I feel like what's it called? With Saul, I'll keep it. Even if we got like better players, like good players that were better than him, I'll just keep
yeah.
him there in it just
Keep
for
him
the
around. You
sake
keep
of
him
just
around the
having him
squad.
around, innit? Yeah, just have him
Yeah.
around still.
Now he's a good player, and it's like I
Yeah,
do think some of our fans kind of overhate him sometimes when it comes to
yeah,
his technical ability. Like I think he's calm technically. It's noticed he's just lanky, so
yeah,
he just
bro.
looks awkward. He looks awkward, but I don't see him like getting caught on the ball and be getting
Nah,
lost.
bro.
Like the next guy that I'm seeing sometimes getting caught on the ball, but nobody talks about that. But
Nah, he does still.
um,
Yeah, this guy
like
does still.
I'm saying, man, Benton call, bro. Like again, one of them was like I'm super calm if the offer came in and the club started him. Like I wouldn't worry because I don't look at him and say he's unreplaceable. I think
Mhm.
I think there's so many players that I feel like we can um replace him with. It's kind of sad with him because when he did his before he did his ACL, he was hooping. He
Yeah, he
was
was
hooping.
boring still.
You reckon
Yeah,
the injury kind of
yeah,
like really
the
derailed what he
injury,
had going on?
yes, the injury 100% derailed him, and the inconsistency that since the injury, it's been mad. Like he can sometimes have a really good game, but then goes and have a shocker. So for me, it's like if it was even up to me, I personally would sell him if I'm being honest, and just go and get somebody in that I feel more confident in, just from somebody who can bring consistency to the team. What is it?
Mm.
What is it?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, facts, I
Mm.
agree. Yeah, that's fine.
Kingsley, which is funny. I saw a report earlier today saying that Lille's interested to bring him in on loan. Um, I saw that earlier, and I had this debate. We had this debate earlier because the timeline was going crazy because they even think he should be replacing Vicario this season, and because at the moment, if he goes, we don't have a backup keeper as well. The only ones that we have to send the academy kids. But I was thinking about it. If they were to go and loan him out to Lille, I wouldn't hate it. And the reason
Mhm.
why is because Lille play at a very good level. I think they're gonna be in Europe again, and he gets consistent game time.
Yeah,
If
that's what I was gonna say.
if
The consistent
if
game time.
Vicario is gonna stay here for this season, and we do not give Kingsley any minute, I feel like it's just a waste. And
Mm,
I see the potential with Kingsley. I think he's a decent keeper, but I
mm.
think he needs to play football. So me, I loan him.
Yeah. No, I agree. Still, I think it's good. Any young player that has an opportunity to go and play consistently, but I'm there for it still, because the whole aim of the game is to be the number one keeper, anyways, bro. So
Yes.
at the end of the day, bro, yeah, I think it'll be good for him. Still, I agree. Yeah, why I wouldn't say
Um.
no to that.
Yeah.
I get him
Ben,
out,
Ben
man.
Davis.
Get him
We
out,
all know.
man.
Hey, man, you know.
I
What
get
No,
him
the
out,
Flo,
man.
Flo, now Flores don't do this, man. Ask Ben Davis got off your pop, man.
Get him
Phillips
How
out,
you
even
gonna
bro.
you mean flawless don't do our way? You go
because
say
you
yeah, I
I
just
know
I
you're
didn't
gonna
say
do the
that.
same thing that we did under Johnson, bro. That was saying,
I didn't
I
say
was saying,
shit,
bro.
yo. Wait, did he
Don't you
play
have
in
a
the final? Wait, did Ben?
don't you have a show as well? So you need to get ready, man. Like I was saying,
That's
so
what I'm
let's
doing. I'm
get
here on my phone,
let's
posted it
get
out.
so saying so.
Did shout out to Cube in the chat as well. Did Ben Davies play
No,
in the final? I can't remember. Did he play?
Wait, what do you say?
Ben Davies, did he play in the final?
I don't know. And
Oh, I
even if
can't
he did,
even remember.
I don't even know. I don't know, but
But do you
I
know
think
what it
I'm
is? Now,
Go on.
Flawless is doing what I said man shouldn't do, bro. He's doing what these managers do in the press conference. But it doesn't matter if he played or he didn't play, bro. Get him out of here, bro.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
that's
bro.
all
I
that
was saying,
matters,
bro.
fam. Get
I was
him
saying,
out of
bro.
here, bro. This
I was
guy
saying,
has
bro.
been here for
Come on,
how
bro.
many years, bro? The guy,
No,
look, I even give him. I'm even gonna be good, nice here, bro. I
yeah.
even give him props, yeah. Bro, you've been here. You understand? You put in a
That's it.
shift. You know what I'm saying? When we needed you, you've tried to do the shift. You
Yes.
understand? But big man, I can't lie. Him and Chicken Royale, bro. Them two. He should have been gone when Chicken Royale got sold, bro.
But it's the end. It's the end of the road, man. Like
It's
I
the
said,
end of the road. You know what I'm
come on,
saying,
bro.
bro? But I can let go. I can let go. I can
Yes,
let go. You know,
yes.
like that, bro. It's the end of the road,
Come
but
on,
I
bro.
can let go, bro. You understand? Man can
Oh
let go.
jeez,
So
that's something. Yeah, nah, he wasn't. He didn't. Nah, he didn't play. Was he on the bench? Nah, he was on the bench. We didn't get
Yeah,
on. He was
exactly.
on the bench.
And
this
that's why you
guy's
want to
a
find.
troll, bro. See what man's
That's
That's why you
doing?
want to
I
find
was
him, man.
just making sure, yo. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
what
That's,
do you
that's what,
bro?
A medal,
Worry,
yo. You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Let's just
Don't
make
I'll say,
worry,
I'll
bro.
say,
Innit?
Flaws, you would have remembered if he was on the pitch because you probably would have helped scoring. But it's what it is, man.
I mean,
Hey,
man,
man,
just
it's what
Yeah,
it
if
is,
he
man.
was on the
But
pitch, I know he would have played previously. He's got a medal, man. He's a Europa League champion, but if he needs to go, that's fair. That's fair.
bro, he's better
anyways,
than Highland
man.
anyways, man. That's
These
all that
facts,
matters.
he is
Oh,
better.
he
He's
definitely,
the ones there, bro.
he probably definitely is the better striker.
Bro,
Facts.
Gara, bro.
But no, man. Phillips, he went on loan back to Stoke. Let's see how he does over there. And so I don't
Mm.
know. Van der Ven obviously keep up. I do say if the injuries do continue this season, hey
Nah,
man,
man,
we have
he's
to
to
have a
go. Yeah,
conversation.
he's gonna have to go still if that
Like,
continues.
if that continues, we're gonna have a conversation. Brandon, he's literally just here for Vibesman and just make up the numbers for the quota. So
Yep.
yeah, you just stay. You say like he's our Scott Carson, bro, but he's like 24.
Keep grabbing that. He's grabbing a paycheck, bro. He's
Oh,
jamming,
he's
bro.
making. I don't even blame him, bro. Like I was saying the other day, he's making 50. He's signed a 6-year deal to be the third keeper, make 15K a week to live in London and have the best training facilities to go and work out on
Literally,
a.
bro.
Bro, like if that was me, I would do that shit, same shit, bro. I don't give a damn, bro.
Literally, bro.
Um,
Literally.
bro, actually, I put them actually both together, Scarlett and Divine. I say both of them. I say loan. Which is funny. I think we left them out of them two and more. We left them out of the tour. Left them out of the tour because we want to loan them out.
There's no way this brand's still at Spurs. There's
Wait,
no
who?
Nah,
way.
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna
There's
Gill.
get
You
there.
talking
We're
about
gonna
Brian
bro.
Gill?
I can't believe what's
we're
going
gonna
on.
we're gonna
I
get there.
thought
We're
this
gonna get there.
brother's gone, bro.
No, he's still here, bro. Did you not see the pictures?
What the? Oh
He's
my
not.
Is he on
He's
the
not
tour?
playing. He's not. No, no,
Oh,
he's
he's
not.
not
He's not
playing.
playing. No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
all right.
He's getting for. This is the funny part. The people that nobody knows that they're still the club getting forced out, but the guys that actually need to get forced out, we're not forcing them out, man. But
Yeah,
bro.
that's
we might have
another
sent him out
conversation.
alone
I'm out
3
here
of the last 4
screaming. I'm
seasons.
out here screaming other names, and I didn't even know my man was still here, bro.
Nah, well, now they're already making sure he's leaving. He's not even part of the tour, you know. But so I'm saying that he doesn't even have a number, which is funny. But yeah, off you pop, bro. Off you pop, yo, man. Yeah, Divine Scarlet, loan, both of them. Takai literally joined. I don't have no clue if he's even gonna get loaned out or not. So for now, I keep. No, Vucevic is actually an interesting one. You know, um, I actually said I want to actually loan him out, and the reason why I want to loan him out is because I've been following him since we signed him 2 years ago, and you can see every loan, you see the progression of how much better he's getting and getting. And I look at him, not saying he can be like a Saliba, but I'm saying how you can make him a good player with good loans, and how playing at the higher level with loans on a consistent basis will do it much more better than just being being a squad player. So for me, if they were to keep him, I wouldn't mind it, but I personally want to see him go on loan personally. Go and play in the Bundesliga, go and play in France, whatever, whatever they want to choose. But just go and play consistent football and then get better and come back. Wait a
Yeah, no, sorry, bro. That Christian, I was reading the Christian guy's comments, but he's jokes. Nah, yeah, I can't lie, bro. What is this for Alfie Devine and Scarlett? Yeah.
And I was talking about Vucevic, but if you want to, we
Oh,
can go back to
Vucevic. Sorry, yeah. You were talking about
yeah.
Vucevic. Now
I don't
Vucevic.
think.
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't
I
even think you have both these two, but I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
and I agree with you still. I think you see where it is. Even when in the game that he played when he scored the other day, you can
Yeah.
see like obviously he's still got some learning to do. But obviously you can see the qualities of where if you did send him on loan so he can get more experience than that and come back. But I think the loan has to be a good like a decent team. It can't
Yeah, that's
just
what
be
I'm saying.
any
Like for me,
it just can't be
I've
any
seen like there's teams in Liga who want him. I
yeah.
know Hamburg is back, I think, in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, so like put him into like a proper league where he can play consistently. Like I personally even would prefer a team that plays in Europe as well. That would be even better.
Yeah, that makes sense to me as well, to be fair. I think he just anywhere in like in the top leagues
Yes,
in Europe, I think would make sense for me still, therefore. And it doesn't have to be like like one of the main, as long as it's in that league where you're gonna get that switch, you get your game time.
yes.
That I think it makes sense. So yeah, no, I'm with you still.
Yeah.
I'm
So
with
now we went through the team and like, bro,
you.
how many times have we sat there and said like, yo, like these guys can go. Like there's not many players out there that we said just straight out keep in it. Like most of them we either said they can go if a good offer comes in, or I think we only said for the only guy that we said that we keep
Yeah, you barely
straight
kept
out
anybody, man.
it was the young players, Wando Ven, Spence, Sa, Odegaard, Poro, obviously Kudus has joined, Bergwall, Gray, Destiny, Madison.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like all the other, so pretty much the young players and Van der Ven.
Yeah, that's true.
And Vicario, I think Vicario is what we said, but
Yeah, hence why I'm gonna start watching basketball, bro.
Hey, bro, come join us on the play. Go, I'm coming off a championship season, so can't wait for the game one where my team gets the rings and all.
Yeah, this is why I've been watching basketball for the past 3-4 years in regards to content as well, or however long it's been. Hey, you lot not entertained though. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. You just seen De Niro and Jez go through the entire team and who they would keep and who they would sell, etc. In typical Sarcasm City TV entertaining fashion as well, people. Big up everyone in the chat though. I see all of you lot. Again, everyone who joined over from the raid. Big up to Cubed as well. I need to get you back on Cubed when you're around as well.
You know what?
Yeah, again, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, people. Big up SSJ for the 2 super chats as well. I appreciate it. Don't know if you're still watching, but big up to you. Go on, Jay. So you can say.
Bro, I know this is not related to Tottenham or United, bro, but how do Chelsea keep doing this, bro? Why do clubs keep bailing them out, bro? How is Joe Felix going for 40 million, bro?
Yeah, it's crazy work, yeah.
Bro, like that guy has worse numbers than Richarlison, bro.
Crazy.
Like deeper, bro, and he's still getting that 40 million. Like I hate it, bro. Like that shit triggered me more than the Morgan gets white news. I can't even lie, bro. Because we had so many Joe Felix debates, man, with the Chelsea lot here, and telling us that this guy is this and this is that, and the dude flopped twice at Chelsea. Would you imagine, bro? Twice, bro. That man, bro, crazy, man. Actually, no. Before also, last question as well to you, because I wasn't here on the last show. Well, why I'm gonna keep talking about suffering, bro?
Because man wants to get sacked, man. That's why, man. Man is broken. He's in at the deep end, and he's drowning, and he wants out, and he wants to pay out. And it's like, yo, these people are too stupid the hierarchy are too stupid to realize this. Because how are you saying on one end we're gonna suffer, but then on the second one you're saying that you're happy with the squad? Come on, man. Yo, just basics. It's just so blatantly obvious, and the board failed to realize it, and fans failed to realize it. That's why I don't get this new season optimism. Now, if we bring in more players, I'd hear it. But this new season optimism that we're going to be so much better. It's like based off of what? People keep talking about hope. Like I said, man, hope somewhere sliding down, somewhere on a pole sliding down to make money. What are we doing, man? Oh, this hope thing, man. Yeah, it's outrageous. That's pretty much it. So I don't even be watching people. I saw you watch any of the friendlies? Nope. Watch the highlights? Nope. Doing any watch-alongs? Nope. None of that.
I
I know
saw man go crazy after like I know you guys won that game, but apparently what's it called? It was kind of like dudes were complaining about how that shit wasn't a back three, but the shit was like a back five, and like
Yeah, like
not even trying.
yeah, I got no time for it, man. That's why I have to deal with it once the season starts back and the Premier League, kicks off. And but
Bro,
until then, like,
you already know, man. If you need a placement, you already know, man. Like we got you in Oklahoma, we got you, bro.
I already know, man. OKC, you know what I'm saying? Spurs, you lot pissed enough people off last season, which was great. So I love that. You know what I'm saying? You lot winning that Europa League pissed off so many people. Even now, you lot just getting the player pisses off people. Never mind actually winning games.
But
Which is
I
great.
can't even. But I can't even lie, man. Those next preseason games and the PSG games, but after what I saw against Luton, it's looking like we're gonna get a spanking, man. But
I need you lot to win that Super Cup, though. I ain't gonna lie.
If we win that, bro, everybody delete your social media, bro. If you're not,
I believe we win that game. Based on what, I have no clue, bro. But I'm a believer, man. Fuck it, man. I ain't got no be logical here, man.
Arsenal fans, turn off your social media. If that happens, turn that off.
Telling you, bro.
But hey, people, we gonna close out. Love to everyone that's locked in. We are redirecting over to the Manchester United Liverpool Pod Barbados edition. So I'll be there with Bayesian Pops talking more United and all things Liverpool with the Diaz. Here we go, the Eastside News, etc. Manchester United, I know didn't really get to Mainoo in the starting 11. But yeah, and the guy Thompson says, wait, a Man United fan wants you to win. Yeah, just for sheer chaos. It's selfish reasons. That's why. The chaos, anything that causes pain to Arsenal fans, I'm with. And if you lot win that Super Cup, it causes them pain. So
they're not gonna call it. You know what's gonna happen? They're not gonna call it.
That's what it is.
A fake trophy.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. I was also gonna say, so yeah, people, we're gonna redirect to that. Don't forget though, run up the likes here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV clips channel as well, both on YouTube and also on top of that, this show and all the other shows you see on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, gaming content available on all audio platforms as well. So if you want to listen to this back audio only on Spotify, it's there. If you want to listen on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, it's there. If you want to listen on SoundCloud or wherever you get your podcast audio only, it is there, people. So like I said, go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us and 5-star us on there. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. And if there's anywhere that the podcast is not, let me know and I get up. Just message me and I get updated so it's uploaded there as well. But like I said, we're going to redirect over to the United Liverpool by Barbados at show, people. So I'm literally going to click that to go live now. Anything you might want to add before we close out?
Basuma out, Richarlison out, Bentancur out, Johnson out, Davis out.
Everybody out.
Bring some quality in, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody out. Rasmus Højlund is whack. And yeah, but like everybody, make sure that you stay here and redirect to the next show, man.
There we go, people. So big up, love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur Pod, Mandem United, talking that Tottenham Talk Pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in and literally see you lot in 2 minutes on the next show. Big up.